All right. Hey guys, we're going to get rocking and rolling. Welcome to today's live team call. My name's Meredith, and this is our team call that I do for all of our team members and our team driven for Healthier Tomorrow. So I run these calls weekly, and I do post them live on YouTube, so you can watch them afterwards. You can watch them when is most convenient for you. So just a little bit in general about being in the fitness industry is there's so many options and so many things that you can do. But what I found out was, like, now the way things are going, there's such a demand for people to have such a social network and interaction with people online, and not just in person, not just teaching classes and not just doing personal training. So anyways, that's why we are coaches, so we can reach more people and help so many people with the amazing products. Last night I was in my car driving home from my class that I was teaching. I teach Insanity on Mondays every now and then. And there was this advertisement on for, help you get in your Beachbody shape for, the end of the summer. And what it was for an advertisement for cosmetic surgery. Now, by all means, if there's something that's bothering you on your body that you've exercised, you've dieted, you've done everything right, and you just can't do it, and it's just really bothering you, no problem if you want to do something about it. But it's when you're giving up on the healthy lifestyle and when you're giving up on your goals and yourself that I just feel like, it's just so, my heart goes out to those people, because one of the things that they mentioned in the advertisement was that, don't get suckered into one of those 90-day programs that you'll never finish, and don't try one of those fad diets. And by all means, there are fad diets out there, and there are programs that you'll never finish, but finding something that you love to do is so important. So there's many reasons why you can be here, but the reason why you're here is because you've been driven to be here for a healthier tomorrow. You've been driven to do things the right way, to put yourself first. So it's the smallest moments that count. It's in those times of trouble where we have those distractions. What's the big deal? No one's going to notice this work. And whether you're in the fitness industry for yourself and working on your own accountability and your own health and fitness, no one's going to notice this work that I could put in. Or you're helping other people, no one's going to notice that I sent messages to these people today and that I just wanted to help them and pray for them and help them move forward with their journey. So whatever it is, you get into those spots where it's the distractions. And, no one will notice this work. What's the big deal? That's the time where it is a big deal. It is important to send those messages out. It is important that people will come across. These things are so important. So think about this. It is so much easier to move walking forward than it is to look back. And a lot of the times we want to look back. We want to look back on our struggles, and we want to look back at the things that maybe we've accomplished, or we want to look back at, like, hey, what did I do back there that was so hard or was so wrong? But the thing is, we need to keep looking forward. So whether that is your fitness, your business, or your health, your general health, your relationships, you need to look forward and start becoming the person that you are meant to be. So leaders are looking forward, but we all want to look back. So here's your goal, is to make up your mind of what your purpose really is. So what is your purpose? My purpose of me getting into the fitness industry was honestly to pay forward what I had learned, to pay forward what I had done for myself. And that was having a schedule and sticking to it. I learned to be fit and to be healthy by scheduling workouts like they were the most important things in my life. I gave up time away from friends. I gave up going to parties, and not everything, but just certain times. I had a strict schedule Monday through Friday. No matter what was going on in school, no matter what was going on in my work life, no matter what was going on in my social life, in my family life, I had this strict schedule that I had to follow. And I remember times where I was in college and I was also working full time, but I remember times where there would be some big event and something, and it started at 6. Well, guess what? My workouts were from 5:30 to 7:30 most every night, because I would go to school at 8 in the morning, and then I would go to work from 10:30 a.m. until like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, get as much homework done as I possibly could, and then I would go to the gym and then finish homework or go to labs or whatever else I needed to do. My goal was to make sure, and then if I had to work nights, because I worked in the restaurant industry, I tried to work as many lunches, even though you made more money at night. I made that decision. Listen, I'm going to work out at this time because that's the time that's going to fit for me. I would get up early in the morning when I'd have night shifts. I would get up early in the morning, and I realized I didn't like doing that as much. So my goal getting in the fitness industry was paying it forward to other people. So make up your goal, make up your mind, make up your purpose. My goal was never to be a certain fat percentage size or a certain thing. So really what your purpose is, get clear and get intentional. So practice habits. So practice those habits. I still use that foundational thing, that foundational plan, blueprint plan now today in my workouts now. I schedule my entire week. I schedule at least a month of workouts whenever I start a new program. So it's on my calendar. Same thing goes for my business. When I have something that's going on, I have an entire month, week by week, exactly what I do every single day. So I'm scheduling those things. What happens when you skip a day? What happens when you skip a workout? I don't go backwards. I keep looking forward. If I'm going to skip a day of legs or skip, triceps or whatever, chest, whatever exercise day that I skipped last week, I'm going to just jump and go forward into the next day. So I'm not going to look back and go, oh, I need to back it up and do this day and switch these days out. I'm just going to keep going forward. That keeps me moving forward. So what? I skipped it, but that's going to keep me moving forward. If I skip a week, I just jump right back because I already have the next week scheduled out. I just jump right back in. It's when I skip a month that I really have to look, okay, did I skip? And I have not skipped a month of working out since my last pregnancy because I couldn't work out for doctor's orders. So make up your mind and practice those habits. Practice what you preach. I talk to everyone about drinking water. I drink 2 of these every single morning. And it's like the same water bottle that I fill up. I rotate them out because I know that's gross. I do recycle, and I don't always use water bottles, but I drink about 40 ounces of water before 7:30 in the morning. That's just a routine. That's what I do. I get up and I have that before anything else. Same thing when I sit down and I do my business. There's certain things that I get done right away. And one of those things that I get done right away is talking to new people. Have accountability groups. So number 1, practice your habits. So what are your habits when you're starting those healthier lifestyles? But then also number 2 is going to be having accountability groups. This goes into our challenge groups. If you're not running challenge groups, or if you're not involved in a group every single month, then you really need to think about it. There's so many reasons why people are involved in groups. And a challenge group doesn't have to be done on I run them all on Facebook. I think that's easy. I love social media. I love being a part of social media. I love checking social media. I love getting on there. It is a distraction, I know, for many people, but that's going to be one of the biggest things. I love putting myself out there on social media. So have accountability groups. I love posting videos of my workouts. I even posted an awful video last night of my workouts. I know I've gained a lot of weight in my pregnancy, but you know what? I'm going to continue posting videos and continue posting because it brings more accountability to me. It brings more eyeballs on me. And when I'm not doing that, I feel like people are looking at me like, well, maybe she's not doing what she's telling everyone to do. So I'm going to post pictures of myself. I'm going to post videos of myself doing all that too. All right, so now I have a list of questions that I want to go over, some things that have been brought up about coaching, and I want to make sure that I get real clear about these. So I will go into detail more about this stuff later on. And so going forward, we will have some awesome calls, geared more towards holiday stuff. And I do have a training that we'll be talking about, how to make exactly, $800 or how to make $500 before the holidays. So how do I get more people to help? I keep getting no's. And this, I think, is crucial because there's so many people. I'm on these corporate calls with Beachbody. There's so many coaches out there that are reaching out to people, lots of old school ways. So the old school methods are going to be requesting friends of friends on Facebook and just sending out. We talked about this on the National Coach Call the other day. They're called "Hey Girl" messages, or "Hey dude," or whatever, whatever you want to call them. But basically reaching out to people and be like, "Hey, I saw that we had so-and-so in common. And I saw," and you do your homework ahead of time and you can say, "I saw that so-and-so was your mutual friend and that, hey, we both have, dogs, or we both have such and such the same, so cool that you're into that. So cool that you're into vegan cooking," or whatever it is, something that you have in common, that person, just to start this conversation going. So that's going to be an old school method. A new school method is going to be putting yourself out on social media and having a schedule. And then a lot of people are using ads. So they're getting very crafty with their ads and they're not spending a lot of money. One of the girls that I just got off the phone with has over 89 people in her sneak peek into coaching group and over 50 people in her eating clean group through an ad that she spent $10 on. So if it's worth it to you to spend $10 to get more people involved in what you believe in and what you do, then I would highly suggest doing that. Okay, so another question that came up on the table is, how do you run a paid group with everyone doing something different? There are forms. Every single group that I run is mostly programs of people doing something different. So in your Coach Online office, there is a challenge group form of what to post every single day if there's going to be people that are doing different programs, and it's generalized stuff. So for me, I have a daily check-in. Every single day they check in with me. They fill out that form. If they don't check in, that's when I know to reach out and do personal messages. So I spend maybe 3 minutes a day just scanning through that sheet, making sure everyone checks in. If they don't check in, I know I can reach out to them. Sometimes people go on vacation and they say, "Hey, I really want to be a part of this group. We have something to be going on, but I'm going to be on vacation, so I'm not going to check in." Totally fine with me. So I know that they can do that. So have a system, have it all set in place. Grab those things from that challenge group form when they have multiple different groups so you know what to post. The other thing is you can sit down for 20 minutes and write up something to post every single day. So regardless if somebody's doing a program that's going to be 60 days, 90 days, I always like to have smaller, shorter groups because it keeps people on track. For me, I even know myself, doing a program for that amount of time, for 90 days, straight through with no mistakes and no mess-ups, I would be like, ugh. So I do overlap people into my next group. So this group that I have that I started yesterday, I think I have like 2 new customers in it, but all of these other customers that I have in there are returning customers. I want them to drink the Kool-Aid, love it, and continue on with me and continue their journey, because I know even for myself, it wasn't just 21 days how I lost 60 pounds. But 21 days to help you keep you on track. So that's why I run 21-day groups. All right, next question that was on the table. How to connect with people on social media. Is it weird to start a conversation with people and that leave comments even if you don't know them? And my answer is going to be, I'm sure you probably guessed it, no, it's not weird. Would it be weird if somebody came up to you at a party and started a conversation with you? Not at all. I don't think that's weird at all. That's what social's being about, and that's what social media is. So being more social. So that's how you get to know more people and just making more friends on social media. So encourage questions, encourage conversations, encourage all that good stuff. Next question, how to get more people to understand the benefits of Shakeology and not worry about the price. There is lots of training. Well, first off, I'm going to say, be proof that the product works, be on Shakeology, understand what it does for you. For me, I know right now at this point in my life, Shakeology has done so much for us, and it's more than I can really get into. I'm not going to a lot of detail, but it has really helped me stay on track with my fitness, with my nutrition mainly. When you're eating things that are bad for you, you're craving more things that are bad for you. So if you're having a shake and refueling your body with something good, then it is going to be something that is going to be better for you down the road. You're going to crave more fruits and vegetables, and you're going to want to eat better stuff. There is lots of training in your Coach Online office that talks about Shakeology, and one that I can definitely recommend is What the 100 Doctors Say About Shakeology. That CD I placed in my car. I can have little one-liners. I can know if I'm helping somebody with using Shakeology for losing weight, or if they're using Shakeology for health benefits, because those are two different things. Yes, it will help for both of those things, but those are two different types of categories that I like to help people with. As far as the price goes, you're always going to get price objections over everything. But when you break it down, when you break down what contains in Shakeology in a healthy meal, you're looking at $3 a day as a coach. That's a meal. That's breakfast. That's awesome, and to make it taste good, you really don't have to add anything into it. It tastes great by itself. But, also I like adding a banana in mine or adding something else. So, all right, next question. Confidence. I need more confidence in the timeline to kick off challenges. So basically the way I run my month is I run challenges the second week of the month. This gives me, so right now I'm promoting for my next challenge. So basically the first Monday that comes up will be October 5th, I believe. I'm starting challenge groups now. I'm promoting now. I'm getting people interested now. It is September 15th, and I've got 15 days left of this month. So half of the month to hit my minimum of Success Club points and my minimum goal, but also to get my people geared up and ready for October now. So I'm promoting October. And also, I might even run another 3-day group with some customers that I've been talking to that are not ready to invest in a full challenge pack, but they'll do the 3-day refresh. So that's a 3-day group that I can run with them, and then maybe run it for 5 days and get more people interested in challenge groups. Because my goal, again, is to help other people. And so if I can help them in that way. All right. Knowing when to take the conversation to the next level, and how to connect with others, coaches. So first, knowing when to take the conversation to the next level. I know it can be very scary when you're talking to somebody and all of a sudden you want to ask them to join your next group. Really what it comes down to is asking more questions about that person. I think that, you can make more friends, and I saw this quote the other day, you can make more friends in 2 months than you can in 2 years by being interested in other people than by trying to be interesting. So if you're interested in other people and you're constantly asking questions and you're there for someone and you're gearing up the relationship there, then you're going to attract more people to you and be able to answer more questions and be able to take the conversation to the next level. And, so what if somebody says no? I know a ton of people that had to think about joining a group so many times. And then when they finally did, they loved it. So, sometimes people just take a little bit more, but never give up. So how to connect with other coaches. So a lot of people ask how to connect with other coaches and in your area and, how to network more. I definitely think that showing up to Super Saturdays are a great idea. We do have one coming up, I believe, the beginning of October or September. I'll have to get that date to you. But that's all stuff that's going to be in your coach online office. So showing up to live events in the area. We used to do what's called fit clubs. So people would run a fit club. A fit club is basically where you go to this is what I used to do, a church basement or a dance studio, and you do Beachbody workouts and you just invite people. A great way for somebody to try the workouts. I don't personally run fit clubs as much anymore just because of time it takes. But a lot of people love that community and they get a lot of great exposure to possibly new people. Do you charge for fit clubs? Typically not. Fit clubs is just a free place. It's kind of like an exposure, a free place for somebody to come work out with you. Because remember, the goal as a coach is to help other people. You never know if there's going to come a customer or a coach out of it. So that might be something that you may be looking to start up. I think I would start up like a fit club, maybe in spring type of club where it'd be like a stroller boot camp type thing. That's what I would do, something that fits into my lifestyle and the people that I would attract. So, all right, cool. Well, I know there's you guys are on the call. Thank you all for joining live. Some things that I want to do later on in the future is have somebody be a guest on the call with me and go over a issue that we're having. So say it's a conversation with somebody and just kind of pinpoint like, hey, what could have happened in this conversation? Or hey, how do I do this? And really dissect someone's business. So if, Steven or Brittany or Janine or any of you want to be a part of that, let me know, because I would love to feature you guys on this call and go over exactly whatever your situation or whatever it is. So I'll open up for questions. If you guys have any questions on anything that we went over, I know I spoke fast, but I wanted to make sure that I got all of our info in today. Sweet. All right, guys. Well, thank you for jumping on. I'll post the recording later on today. Thursday, there'll be a recorded video for you. And on next Tuesday, there'll be another live call. So it'll be more interactive too. All right, guys, have a great day and we'll talk to you soon.